What's up, Rubits? Little Big Robots back with another video. Today I am looking at another kit from the Warrior at the Borderline series. Kyokusenkai? I can never remember what this thing is exactly called, but the cartoon, the anime it's from, it's called AMAIM, AMAIM, Warrior at the Borderline. AMAIM standing for something AI, mobile, blah, blah, blah. So basically, this is the bad guys, I guess you'd say. I'm not going to spoil it or anything. The government's AI suit of armor that fights our bad guy. I love grunt suits. I've realized over the years that grunt suits are actually my favorite thing. I tend to prefer them over, like your main suits of armor and stuff, with very few exceptions. Like, for example, that's the Melee's Kambu, whatever, the main one. I like it fine, but I like all the grunts better. I'm doing a review of the other grunt from the series. Should be up in a week or two or whatever as well. But this is the Bunyip. Bunyip, it's funny, I guess maybe bunny, I don't know, because it does this bouncy thing, which is really cool. Very simple kit in a lot of ways. It reminds me almost of almost a 30 minutes missions kit with how fast it goes together, but not quite that simple. But what I like about it is it's like kind of the epitome of a grunt. You can mass produce these, but it has some neat gimmicks and stuff like that, and I'll go over some of those. Basically, it starts off with this arm is gone. It's folded up underneath here. You can see that you just basically take off that little piece there and place it on the forearm, so it looks like it folded out. So I kind of like that it gives you the option to have one on either side. You can make the other one. I've just got it disassembled in the box right now. It has a head that pops up. Very simple mechanism. You just pull it up on a little neck thing. I'm not sure why it needs a head all of a sudden when it could, I guess it could look around a little bit more. It has these neat little gun arms that fold down. Really, really basic stuff. Nothing crazy. It's not, like I said, it's not a complicated build. But my favorite kits are always really simple ones that have really simple gimmicks that you can, that are just reliable, that you can, easily figure out. This was really cool because it has these neat legs that essentially fold up. This whole line seems to want to fold up, have everything fold up. But this is folding up for the reason of being able to kind of hop, get some projection and kick away. This little clear plastic bit you're seeing here is actually kind of just a little bit of a effects part to let it stand on the tippy toes, so that whenever you stand it up like this, it's going to hold that position while balancing right there. You could probably take those off and it'll probably stand on that. You could probably get it to for photos and stuff, but for just on the shelf if you're keeping it that way all the time. Otherwise, you could take it like you take this part off and you just lay it down on the flat like this. Let me show you. I kind of prefer this way, the kind of skis way, because it's just easier, but it also seems to me a bit more realistic. I'm not quite sure why I'd want to stand on its tippy toes all the time, but it could. What I like about this is it's an automated bot. It's supposed to be, drop down into combat, and then it pops up and, literally leaps from position to position, which at first I was like, being, the size of the bots, I thought that was kind of goofy or whatever. But if you're watching the Boston Dynamics stuff they do, they're able to do now, it's pretty remarkable. So I would not be surprised to eventually see larger bots, hopping on them. I mean, we're talking, these guys are like this big. How big is a human? About that big? I can't remember. Anyway, but I love the legs thing. These are going to be some cool parts, cool legs that you could even use on other kits. I imagine a lot of people are going to use this particular grunt suit for some customization options. I like it all folded up. I like with the arm put away, this little stabby arm. What's funny about this is it's so tiny that I'm not quite sure what that's for. Is it like for poking people, just stabbing a human here and there? I'm not really sure why you'd want it to be so tiny, other than it looks realistic that it could actually pop out of that section, but I just don't know why it didn't have just like a little gun or something. I don't know why it's just a little blade. It would be cool if right here, and I'm sure it'd be easy to do, you could actually add some tool options, like a tool like that it could go and repair stuff or work on stuff, or a data entry thing or whatever. Of course, the highlight of this kit are the legs. They do this outrageous stuff, so you can do these outrageous. I mean, it's just they remind me of grasshopper legs. If you've ever held a grasshopper, you actually can take it and kind of extend their leg, and they go way out, and it's just like, it's surprising how much musculature is involved in there. But it also reminds me a bit of the Halo kit that I got. I did a review of a couple weeks ago. If you want to look back in my videos, the Halo mech that was on sale for 20 bucks that I got, because it loves those type of instead of humanoid looking legs, you know, bent backwards, grasshopper like, you know, type legs. I love the kit. I think what would be ideal for me, because I got this at a little bit at a discount. If this went on sale, I would buy like 10 of these. These are so cool to have just as kind of a little army unit. It could definitely use some painting. This is all one piece. There's not too many fine pieces in here. Again, as I say every time, is I assemble these really quick because I have so many models and toys to review, and that's even at keeping them at 2 per week and whatever. That, you know, you're gonna see the occasional nub mark and stuff. I don't try to hide those. I try to build it as fast as possible, so that if you're not a good builder or your kid builds it or something like that, you know, it's saying what would it look like with just slapped out of the box. And it looks pretty good. Most modern kits nowadays look pretty good. The nub marks you can definitely see. You would need some seam lining and stuff if you really wanted to do a job on it. But other than that, it's a really cool kit. It does these amazing, crazy poses as well, as you can see, where you can really adjust it almost infinitely, because you've got the bend on the feet here. Really, really simple. So you can put it way out like that. You've got joint, joint, joint. This is going crazy. So I like that this series has attempted to take legs and mobility and kind of play with it a little bit. How the arms on the main kit join up, I've reviewed it in the 1/48 scale. They're mounted like on the side. So they're doing something a bit more realistic, a bit more, you could see that kind of a future of a bit mech, you know, about this size in our world, not a, you know, 100-foot tall giant stompy thing. You know, this is something more realistic, so I really appreciate it. There's 3 stickers you're putting on. They weren't hard. I would probably not even worry about them if you know, that to me that gold or that flash of light kind of there kind of sticks out. Maybe the one in the middle. The other 2 just leave off. But it's a cool kit. It's a lot of fun. Super posable. You can, you know, anything you can think of pretty much. It's really just a bunch of legs with a top, which I really actually dig. I don't think it needs to be much more than that. It's not really a transformation gimmick that it drops down its arms like that, but it kind of has that thing going on. So, and the price isn't bad. Like I said, they'll probably go down. A lot of people didn't respond super heavy to this series. It seemed like it did okay. So imagine we're going to see a lot of these kits, you know, come up on sale and stuff. If so, definitely grab them. I've got them all except for 2 now. So next couple weeks or whatever, you'll be seeing all the reviews for this line. But take it easy, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.